Well, hello everybody. I have to say that line because Patty joked about it. Don't turn your head. Tell them where we're at. Do you even know what PPAI stands for?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. What does it stand for?
I said, no, I don't know. And then you said, what does it stand for?
She doesn't know. It stands for Promotional Products Association International. Okay, I got that all out in one take. Promotional Products Association International.
Good to know.
Now, I don't know why you need the I. Makes no sense to me. But here we are. I'm going to turn the camera around. And the show's over because we are idiots. And we decided to show up when it ended.
That's not true. We were here yesterday.
Yeah, we were here yesterday.
To let the audience see it.
Yeah, well, we're seeing it right now. And so the only reason I'm making this video, and I'm just kind of sort of giving you a look, we're trying to find a certain vendor that we saw yesterday. And they weren't all the way over here. They were in the middle. But this show, I just want to show it to you. This show is a show about companies that make things that you can put your logos on. Now that is very interesting. And we found a lot of interesting vendors. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. So there's people who do direct product printing, and they have these printers, and you can make these really cool backdrops. You can print stuff. But most of these companies, they sell stuff that you can print as promotional items. So like any and every company that make pins. Oh, look, there's a bird. Look at the bird. And it's here in Las Vegas. I have to state that as well. So anybody, they make mugs, coffee mugs, to clothing, jackets. You see clothing right there. But we found vendors who can make shoes and put your logo on a pair of shoes. Okay? Oh, no thanks. But if you want it like a soda, your own brand of soda, your own brand of water, coffee mugs, the people who make board games, if you wanted your own Jenga board game, there was somebody here that could do that for you. They could license that for you. Bags, shirts, what am I missing? Purses. But it went way beyond that. Coffee machines. I mean, to pretty much everything.
Tennis shoes.
And then here's the tennis shoes. So I'm gonna let Patty talk to this guy. And here's the tennis shoes. Look at that. UBX now.
Isn't that wild?
Not that one. But ask him, Patty. I'll be right back. I know, but go talk to him and see if you can order something. Go ahead. Yeah, but pick out the shoe. So you see this company right here? They make shoes and they can put your logos on them. That is wild. And they have shoes.
We're definitely buying it. We want to put our kind of house on it.
Now, you know, one of the things that we thought about, see if you can pick out a shoe.
I like this shoe.
I think a more comfortable shoe, but
That doesn't look
But you know what does it come with a box and everything?
No, that's the box here in this thing is extra. There you need a minimum of 200 items to create a box, and it will be an extra.
Otherwise,
cost
it's just the
of
shoes.
Yeah, the shoe. Yeah, then we send it in a regular plastic poly bag. These are all extra, you know.
How long can you turn it around for us?
3 weeks.
Look at that.
3 weeks from order placement. So we, you know.
Here you go, Penny. Tell them to get in touch with us ASAP.
Yeah, we want to get them right away.
Okay, see, there's pins. Now, I want to tell you something about these shoes. Okay. We thought we'd get one pair, put them on display in our gift store, and then take orders on them. Why not? Now, you want magnets? See, look at that. You want mugs? Hello. You want mugs? Let's look at some of this stuff. Promotional items. You want medals? Oh, you know another thing that was here? Oh, stuffed animals. Stuffed animals. Oh, I love that cardinal. The cardinal. You want stuffed animals with your logo on it? You want hats? See the hats? This show was actually really cool. Now, we jettisoned through it yesterday, and we said, man, this show is so cool, we got to come back.
Get out of the aisle. Let's take them on the carpet.
Hold on. I got to get out of here. There's a company that makes board games. See the promotional items? Now, you're getting to see the show come down, unfortunately. Bomber jackets. Coffee machines, beer kegs.
The ones with leather sleeves that you like. I think these are cool.
Heck, if you wanted a bicycle, you could get your own bicycle. See how they made that for vans?
Look at tents.
Lanyards. You name it, they were all here. Every single one of them. Watches. You want a watch with your... Oh, there was also that company over there. They do clocks. And look at this. Look at all this promotional merchandise right here. Mugs. I mean, not just mugs. What are those called? The big ones, the metal ones. Here's suitcases. There's curtains. Golf clubs. Apparel. What else am I missing here, Patty, that they had here? I mean, it's like everything. Matter of fact, like they have cookware. Do you want to put your name on cookware? They had it, okay? There's literally nothing. Look at this right here. Barbecue pits.
Hammocks.
Coolers. Hammocks. And see, they make it and they put your logo on it. Lanterns. Vacuum cleaners. Like, I can't even believe that. But everything's about a promotional product. That's why it's called PP.
Jumper cables. You name it.
Oh, here, look at that. It's like totally insane. Now the question is, would an attraction owner want to come to the show? Well, absolutely, sure, why not? If you were in Vegas, and I can tell you that it happened at the exact same time. Skateboards. Yeah, check out the skateboards. Custom-made skateboards.
I sold those.
Have you ever wanted like a darkness haunted house skateboard? Look what it's called. It's called Ghost Boards. Ghost Boards.
Oh yeah, bags.
Oh yeah, cornhole. You see how that's Penn State's name on it?
Yeah, I gotta see when I get out of here.
So it's like whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever you need, it was at the show. I'm like, look, it's only the tip of the iceberg and what I'm telling you that they had. I think the two coolest ones that I saw was we can make a Monopoly game. Okay. Now I want to say right up front.
The kayak.
Look at that. We didn't even see that. World globes. I wonder what the point of that is. Putting your logo on that. But they'll make them for you.
Gifts. They're gifts of high clients is what it is.
Yeah, I guess so. The guy who did the board games, I want to say he was down here. Look at the bikes. Oops. Yeah, see, there's a company right here that makes bicycles. And see, look, it says Snap-on. Now, I went to my bank, and my bank has bicycles in their lobby. So that might have been the company that makes them. And the company that made the board games, heck, I wanted to say they were like right here, but maybe not. And then they had all these products like in here. I don't even know what they were.
Well, people were allowed to set up their new products. So some people could just walk in here, check out all the new products, and then see what booth they're in and then go to them.
Ah, I see. All right. So anyway, what were your favorite companies that you saw at this show?
Just the tennis shoe one, really.
The which one?
Just the tennis shoe one. I really like that one.
The tennis shoe. She liked the tennis shoe. I thought the board game was the coolest. Yeah. So I'm going to throw this out there right now. If anybody in the haunt industry wants to get on a Monopoly game, I'm thinking about doing that. I'm thinking about organizing a Haunt World Monopoly game. And it'll be called like a tour around the haunted world, like the best haunts in the world, you know. And everybody would pay a certain amount of money to get a space on the board. And then you would get so many Monopoly games. So I can't tell you, what was the price, he said?
It's like 25 each.
No, yeah, well, you would get the Monopoly games. You would get...
5,000 minimum, something like that.
If you did 13 haunts, bought all the spots, just as an example, I think it came out to around $9,800 per person, and you would get 382 Monopoly games. But I'm going to break it down by, if you buy a single spot, a whole row, how many Monopoly games you're going to get. So I'm committing right now to making this Monopoly game because I just think it would be so cool to have it in your gift stores. I also think it would be super cool to have it as a promotional item that you could give away to the press, to literally put you on a Monopoly game. That's off the Richter scale cool in my book. Okay. So we're gonna make this Monopoly game. I'm gonna organize it. So if you're a haunt, and I don't think it's gonna be any less than, I don't know, like I have to break it all down, but I'm trying to think, what did he say it was? So was it about 130,000? Might have been 100,000. Might have been 100,000. And you get 5,000 of them. And I broke that down.
5 times 5,000, what is that?
You were paying $25 per Monopoly game. So you could sell that Monopoly game for 45 bucks. And you would make, the way I figured it out, is if we only had 13 people do it, it would break down to that you would make about $8,000. That's how I had it broke down. Selling them for 40 bucks. A haunted themed Monopoly game. Now, you know what they had an example of? And that's why I'm trying to find the guy. Because he said I could have, they had a Spirit Halloween Monopoly game. Where was he at, Patty? He had a Spirits Halloween Monopoly game. And he said he would give me one so I could show it to people. They custom printed all of the pieces, you know? So all the pieces were custom printed to be horror related. And so I'm absolutely gonna do it 1,000%. Got the guy's card. Reach out to me and you can buy a spot on the Monopoly game. I'm trying to remember where that guy was at. But he may have already left because he didn't have a whole lot of stuff in his booth. But I could have swore he was right here on the end here. So if you want to do that, reach out to me ASAP. We're going to make a haunted Monopoly game. I'm almost dead positive he was like right over here. I just think when you have been on a Monopoly game, you've totally made it. No? Well, whatever. So reach out to me. Let me know that you would like to have a space. I'm going to get it all broken down. But yeah, this show was really cool. We picked up a lot of brochures to people who make different kinds of products. So that's really cool. So there you have it. Now, a couple other things I want to mention. While we were here in Vegas, we went to the Halloween and Party Show. So I wanted to, and I'm going to point this camera at these promotional items so you can see them as we wrap up this video. The Halloween and Party Show, was it worth going to? And I think I'm going to do a whole video on it versus like Halloween Party Show versus Transworld, and what I just think of the whole scenario of the history of them being separated. Could they ever go back together? Is the Halloween Party Show actually doing good? You know, based on my assessment of seeing it. All good questions. But I will say this, that I thought the Halloween Party Show was good. I thought it was fun. And was definitely worth going to as a haunted house owner. If only you went like once in a blue moon. How's it going? Hey, you had the video game, the board games?
Yeah.
Hey, you still have the Spirit?
I don't know. Oh, dude, yeah, I think I gave it away.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Remember you said you were going to give it to me.
Yeah, well, yeah, here we are.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah.
How much was it to make a Monopoly game again?
It's $25 a game, and then I gotta do 5,000.
Times 5,000. So what does that total up to?
About 125.
125,
And then the
okay.
retail value is 45.
45, okay.
Yeah.
But you don't have the Spirit anymore.
I don't think so. I don't remember putting those boxes. Well, you have my card.
Yeah, here's my card again.
Okay,
Can you
cool.
send me one?
Yeah.
I need it right away.
Okay, yeah.
I want to show people.
Okay, and you have my card too.
Yeah, let me have it again, I guess.
I don't know.
Man, I wish you had it, because then I could just take it with me.
Yeah, I don't know. These guys grabbed a bunch of stuff.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
I just gave them a bunch. They were like, oh, can I have that? Can I have that? I'm like, yeah, you can have that. Go ahead.
Darn it.
Yeah, darn
I was looking all over the aisles because I wanted to take it with me, because that would help me move it along quicker.
Yeah, no, totally. Well, I got more. I went dry on everything.
That's okay, you can just send it to me.
Yeah, let me just, I want to look one more spot really quick. I thought I had a couple more left.
That's it.
There you go.
All right.
I had one dived in there.
All right, thanks a lot.
Just,
Hey,
just email me. I'll get it right out to you.
all right, thanks.
I'll be in the office tomorrow.
All right, bye. All right, so sorry about that boredom session. So, getting back to the Halloween Party Show, there's Pat. I think the show was really fun, and I think it's worth going to if you're a haunted house owner. For one reason, just to like get all of.
Another one, Tony's chocolate bars, remember?
Oh yeah, you can make your own chocolate bar. I forgot.
That was really
another
good.
one. I think it was worth going to because, but I think maybe only once, because the stuff that you would want to buy, it's just about making that connection and seeing it, physically putting your hands on it, and then once you've done that, you probably wouldn't need to go back. But they did have some companies that had some really cheap props that are not as good as, like, say, the ones made from Ghost Ride and stuff. But filler props, yes, and they were pretty cheap because they're all China, all stuff that all of it's China stuff. So much cheaper. Doesn't look as good, but all the same, worth it. So I would definitely go to that Halloween show. Now, with that being said, here's my opinion. Look at, oh, and by the way, there was a company here. You see that over there? They can put your logos on like those things that you wear, but they also had Christmas companies that made like sweaters. So you can literally upload make a Christmas themed ugly sweater. Remember that? The ugly sweaters?
Oh yeah, they weren't ugly.
Well, no, they're called ugly Christmas sweaters, right?
Yeah.
But with that being said, I think I would love to see the Halloween party show get connected back with Transworld, but not on the terms of the Halloween party show. They're not worth it. They didn't have, I mean, they had people there, but it wasn't crazy or anything.
It was not busy.
It was okay. But the vendors there said they did really well, and it's worth it to them.
I think their expectations are low.
Yeah, expectations are low. But do you think a haunted house owner should go to that show? Like maybe once?
I mean, we've been doing this since 1994. It's our first time going, so it's not a do or die.
Well, it's not a do or die. But if you rent a gift store, it's definitely worth it. If you don't run a gift store, you would just have fun going to it.
Well, if your gift store is currently on a shoestring budget, it might not be worth it. But if you're, if you've grown and developed and you're at that point, then absolutely.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. But if you're thinking about doing a gift store, it definitely would be worth going to. There's a lot of advantages going to. They gave people free alcohol. There was free appetizers, cake.
Yeah, if you're looking for something to do, absolutely.
They had an award show right on the show floor.
Right on the show floor at the close, well, maybe an hour before close. 30 minutes before close, they started it, and then they extended the show floor like longer for the party to continue. Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah, it's very professionally done.
I think my scallop was this big and it was delicious.
Oh, I know. That was like...
and my lobster roll, oh, yum.
That was like Gordon Ramsay type stuff that they had in there. But with that being said, I did talk to a few of the vendors. Not vendors. I talked to a few of the vendors, and they told me that, they went to Transworld a few years ago and haven't been back, but would think about it. And some of them really should be at Transworld, I think.
Well, I would imagine some of them are.
No, I think some of them should be there for the sole purpose that a lot of haunts are transitioning into alternate revenue streams, such as bars, such as retail stores. So I do think they should go. Now, with that being said, I talked to a few of the buyers, the old school buyers that remember Transworld being in Chicago. Let's dip down this aisle. And they all said to me that they missed the haunts because they brought a lot of energy to the show. And a few of them actually admitted that they misread the room on that the haunts were actually important to the show. So I can tell you this, I do not think the retailers would be opposed to them merging back together again. And I think that has been expressed to that company that runs that show, because that's why they tried to bring haunts back into the fold. But they did it very poorly. And here's the reality, it's never gonna work. They might as well just give it up. I actually think they should just sell that show to Transworld and let Transworld merge them back together again. That's what I think. I think everybody would be happier. That's just my take. I think it would be a lot of synergy for them to be back together again, but only through Transworld. And I'm not saying that because I'm friends with Transworld. I'm saying it because I don't think the Halloween retail show
has a leg to stand on in
Nah, they ain't got a leg to stand on. I mean, they have a nice little show. If I were guessing how many people attended that, I don't know. I mean, when we were there, we probably saw
Right here.
300-400 people.
Right here.
Would you say? Was there about 300 or 400 people?
I didn't see. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's just walk a couple more aisles.
I would say that's about right.
So how many people went through the door? I don't know. Maybe 1,000.
We weren't there on every day, but
No, it could have been 1,000 people. Maybe it was a little bit more.
Was the day number one that we didn't make it.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
But if you were a retail buyer, you would have to spend a lot more time there than we did to place orders. But it's nothing like the heyday when Transworld was there. You'd have companies with literally 20, 30 people there to write orders. You didn't see that. I think the biggest company there for amount of people they had available to write orders, maybe 6, something like that, maybe. So, yeah, but I definitely think if you're opening a retail store, you should go. Or, here's an alternate, Transworld. And I said this to Transworld many times. Transworld needs to segment the show. And that's why some of these retailers, they go to Transworld, they say they didn't have a good show, and then they don't come back. It's because a food vendor can't be sandwiched in between two people that sell something disgusting and bloody. Transworld should make a section that is retail. And then you can mix in the food, the insurance companies, digital marketing companies, any and all that kind of stuff should be like just together. Do you see this booth right here? I'm gonna give you an example. You see this booth. You need a section at Transworld where all the booths are like this, okay? Business to business, no loud animations, no blood, no guts. And so people know, I go to that section, I spend time at that section because I'm specifically looking for retail, because I'm specifically looking for insurance. I'm specifically looking for digital marketing help. I'm specifically looking for somebody who makes content, makes commercials, sells food products, sells ice cream. Dippin' Dots can go there. All of those people can go in together, okay? It's a very business environment, okay? Not animatronics, not blood, not guts, okay? And they can't just be randomly scattered throughout the show. They've got to be all together. And so that would mean, and I'll tell you how I would do it, because Transworld says, you know, people have long-term, you know, they've been going to the show for long-term. Take the most dead section that nobody wants to go in and turn that into the section that I'm talking about. Why would I take the worst section? Because when you identify it to the buyers, they know, oh, I got to go over there. So yeah, the traffic will be a little bit lower, because you know who's not going to go over there? All the actors. They shouldn't even be at the show in the first place, if we're being completely honest. It should be a trade show, not a convention. But the actors won't go in there, okay? The makeup artists won't go in that section. The enthusiasts won't go in that section. The home haunters won't go in that section. Do you know who's gonna go in that section? The people who actually own a business. And you know what? I wouldn't be opposed to special badges to even get in the section. And there could be alcohol set up inside that section. There could be food set up in that section. And you could charge those people a little bit extra to cover it. So just get what I'm saying here. That section, you charge more for it. Because other trade shows charge more for their trade shows, believe it or not, okay, than Transworld. Transworld is very, very affordable. And it's cornered off, and they have alcohol, hors d'oeuvres, whatever, okay? And it's you can only get in that section if you pay extra, okay? So that makes that section very special. to only people who own businesses can get in there. So if you pay one price for an enthusiast or a home haunter, and it wouldn't be that much more. Let's say the price to get in Transworld is $100, which is too low. But let's say it's $100. To get in every section of Transworld, it's $150. Do you think the business owners wouldn't pay the extra $50? They absolutely would. Absolutely would. And you just pull all these people together. So I know, hey, if I'm looking for insurance, I'm going to go to that section that only I can get into because I own a business. Pretty simple. That's how they're going to get their traffic. When you talk about a company like Trick or Treat Studios, who absolutely should be going to Transworld, 100%. But they've got to be in this section. And they've got to come to the show and like, hey, we are selling retail items for your haunted house. We're a company that prints your logo on mugs, okay? That's what we do. That's a section that I guarantee you every haunted house owner, escape room owner, Christmas attraction owner, family fun center owner, doesn't matter, would spend like a whole half a day milling around through that section making contacts. And vendors like the ones you're seeing in this show would thrive if it was done this way. This is my opinion. I think I'm 100% right. Let me know what you think. But if you ever want to come to this show, it's called the PPAI. And hopefully you got a little taste of what it's like here. You know, I'll tell you something. I like going to train shows and talking to you and explaining what I'm seeing at these shows that might be able to help your business. And that's one of the whole purposes of this channel. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment and tell me what you think. I do plan on going to a couple more trade shows this year. We will make videos. And until then, you want to say goodbye?
Bye.
She said goodbye. Until then, folks, from the PPAI, and I got that right. So not suffering dementia today. Happy hauntings.